guys, it's me, Ego here. Hi. Hello. Today, I brought with me some new eyeshadow palettes. There are these 3 Wake Make Smooth Styler palettes. I think it's been a while since I've done an eyeshadow review, so I'll start the review right away. Crazy color combinations with only one palette. It's Wake Make Smooth Styler palette that ends smooth with a little different color match. The Mousse Style styler printed on the transparent cases seems to be different and matches the move for each palette. It's a simple but unique design. Looking at the shadows that come in this compact 8-color palette, is that these colors can be used as eyeshadows on the cheeks for shading, allowing you to create a full look with just one palette. They seem to have a practical tone-on-tone color combination as if they're layers of filters. Although the combination is a little different for each palette, I could see that they all have a full composition of basic mattes, matte glitters, shades, blushers, and glowing glitters. All the colors appear to be easily usable. Each palette consists of 2 glitters and 1 shading and 1 blusher that can be used. The shadows are said to have a sticky formulation that reduces the amount of fallout. The matte shadows have fine particles that adhere nicely, but the color seems to be lighter than expected. And when checking for fallout when using a brush, I was certainly able to see less fallout. Overall, the glitters apply on colorfully and brightly, and they feel soft and moist with barely any fallout. However, when applying it over the eyelids, they apply on better when tapped on, and it won't hurt your eyes when doing so. Overall, the color composition feels great for daily use and easy to use even for beginners. Since each palette comes with colors that can be used for both shading and as a blusher, I think they'll all be useful. But since the color composition of each palette is different, I can't help but to wonder if there will be any shade that can also be used for eyebrows in one of these palettes. So now let's take a look at a swatch of these colors from each palette, and I'll show you a short tutorial with each palette. The number 1 normal brown palette is a tone-on-tone brown color palette for everyone that I can't get enough of. It consists of 3 mattes, 1 shimmer, 2 glitters, 1 shading, and 1 blusher. The glitters in this palette has smallest pearl particles among the 3 palettes, and since the pearl particles are small, they don't feel as bright as the ones in the other palettes. The first color is a color for shading, which is a brown color that doesn't look too reddish or yellowish. I think it's a good color to use as a base eyeshadow. The second color is a coral brown color with a drop of red. It's a slightly darker shade than the first color, so it seems to be good to use for deepening the shade. The third color is a light beige brown color with a bit of orange and appears to have slight shimmer pearls. I think this color is also good to use as a base eyeshadow. The fourth color is a glitter shadow with gold, white gold, and pink pearls on a bronze base. It is moist and high in adhesion, and the gold and white pearls stand out the most. The fifth color is a glitter shadow with gold and silver pearls on a champagne gold base that has a larger pearls than the fourth shadow. The high adhesiveness of this shadow looks as if it gives the eyes a moist expression. The sixth color is a warm brown shade color shadow that can be used to deepen the shade on the eyelids. I personally think that it'll also be good to use on the eyebrows if you have a bright colored hair. The seventh color is a slightly reddish maroon shimmer shadow. This is the darkest color in this palette, so I think it's good to use as a natural eyeliner. The last color is one for a blusher, and it's a calm pink brown ginger color. I think it looks prettier when applied on the cheek than when it was applied on the back of my hand. Since I personally like brown or shaded colors, this is the palette which I personally like the most amongst the 3. The number 2 Nudie Rose palette is an attractive mood pink brown palette with nudie pinkish tone for cool and mute tones. It consists of 3 matte, 1 matte glitter, 2 glitters, 1 shading, and 1 blusher. The glitters in this palette are the brightest amongst the 3, and it seems to be good for people with mute tones. The first color is a shading color, which is a cool gray beige brown color with grayish filling. I think this color is the most grayish color in this palette. The second color is a yellowish brown color with shimmery gold pearls. Since it has shimmery pearls, I think it'll be great to use for giving shades on the eyes. The third color is a bright glitter shadow with silver and opal pearls on a rose gold base. The opal pearl shimmers differently depending on the angle, gives it more gorgeous vibe. The fourth color is a glitter shadow with opal pearls with big pearl particles on cool lavender pink base. I think it's the most gorgeous among the glitters in the 3 palettes. The fifth color is a deep brown matte shadow with a slight reddish tinge. Since it's a deep matte shadow, I think it'll be good for the eyeline or eyebrow. The sixth color is a low saturated, calm and cool rose matte shadow. I think it'll be good to use as a point color since the color gets darker when it's continuously applied over. The 7th color is a light ivory color matte shadow with a slight pinkish fill. I think it's a good color to be used as a base eyeshadow. The last color is a coral pink blusher shadow. I think it seems to have a more lively color than the 8th shadow. Personally, since it's a palette with the brightest glitters, I think people who like bright makeup will like this palette. The number 3 B Coral palette is a vibrant mood coral brown palette with orange and pink coral colors. It consists of 3 mattes, 1 matte glitter, 2 glitters, 1 shading, and 1 blusher. As the colors seem to be lean more on the warm side, it'll be good to use for people with warm tones. The first color is a shading shadow with a slightly yellowish brown color. Since this shade color is the darkest among the 3 palettes, I think it should be used carefully by adjusting the amount applied. The second color is a glitter shadow with white gold and opal pearls on a champagne base. It's a gorgeous glitter shadow that'll be great to use on the lower eyelid line. The third color is a slightly desaturated coral brown matte shadow. I think it would be good to use as a base eyeshadow for when doing bright makeup. The fourth color is an orangish brown matte shadow. I think it will be good to use to give deeper shades for the eyebrows or as an eyeliner. The fifth color is a glitter shadow with yellow gold and pink pearls on a pink coral base. It seems to be a color that brightens the eyes when applied on the eyelid. The sixth color is a yellowish warm brown shade color matte shadow. I think it will be good to use as a base eyeshadow if you're going for a calm vibe. The seventh color is a coral orange color shadow with slightly shimmering gold pearls. Since the pearls have a nice shimmery shine, I think it'll be great to use when going for a delicate vibe. The last color is a pink coral color blusher shadow. It looks similar with the color number 7, but since it's lighter, I think it gives off a more fresh and lovely look. This palette is the most vibrant amongst the 3 palettes, so I think people who like going for a refreshing feel will like this palette. Like this, we've taken a look at all the colors from each palette and I've showed you a short makeup tutorial with each palette. Which palette did you like the most? My favorite was number 1 Normal Brown. These palettes each pack have a full filling composition of base, shade, glitters, shimmers, blushers, and shading colors, so I think they're great palettes to use on the go. When I first applied the glitters on the back of my hand, they felt very moisturizing and stick slightly on the skin. But when applied on my eyelids, since the pearl particles are big and thick, they felt a bit irritating. So I think it'll be best to dab them on when applying them on the eyelids. So in that way, you can express a pretty glitters without hurting your lids. As for the matte shadows, since they're light in pigmentation, I think it'll be best to apply them on in layers if you want a darker color. Besides these points, all in all they seem to be good and easy to use palettes for beginners and are great since they're highly versatile. So this is why Wake makes 3 new Mousse Styler palettes review. Thank you for watching my video today. Don't forget to subscribe, press the like buttons, and please leave some comments for me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!